Welcome back to another reaction video. The one we have today. This is called What's So Great About the Great Lakes? This is on the channel Ted Ed. I didn't know they really had a education type channel, which is pretty cool. And this is from Sherry and Jennifer, so shout out to them. And I'll leave the original link in the description if you'd like to check it out on your own. But let's take a lesson today and learn. Just for me, I'm from Australia. I'm like, okay, what is the Great Lakes? But this is going to be, what makes them so great? Let's find out. Lessons worth sharing. And see, these type of videos, of course, I'm going to have a variation of reactions, but I like the educational type ones as well, the learning type videos. And of course on here, learning about different things in America, United States. So I think this was perfect.
What's so great about the Great?
Fits the bill. I just want to get that phrase in. Let's go.
What's so great about the Great Lakes? They're known as America's inland seas.
Inland seas.
The North American Great Lakes, Huron, Ontario, Michigan, Erie, and Superior are so massive that they border 8 states and contain 23 quadrillion liters of water.
Wow, that's a lot. So we'll pause and we'll take in the information. What's that? Cover 8 states?
Massive that they border 8 states and contain 23 quadrillion liters of water.
Oof.
That's enough to cover the land area of the contiguous United States 3 meters deep. These vast bodies of water spanned forest, grassland, and wetland habitats, supporting a region that's home to over 3,500 species.
Wow.
But how did such a vast and unique geological feature come to be? The story begins near the end of the last ice age, over 10,000 years ago. A time when the climate was warming and the glaciers that cloaked the Earth's surface began their slow retreat. These immense ice sheets carved out a series of basins. Those basins filled with water as the ice began to melt, creating the world's largest area of freshwater lakes. Over time, channels developed between these basins, and water began to flow in an ongoing exchange that persists to this day. In fact, today, the interconnected Great Lakes contain almost 20% of the world's supply of fresh surface water.
Oh wow, 20% of the world's? That's a big percentage.
That persists to this day. In fact, today, the interconnected Great Lakes contain almost 20% of the world's supply of fresh surface water.
Wow.
The water's journey begins in the far north of Lake Superior.
That just tells you how significant it is.
Surface water. The water's journey begins in the far north of Lake Superior, which is the deepest, coldest, and clearest of the lakes, containing half the system's water. Lake Superior sinks to depths of 406 meters, creating a unique and diverse ecosystem that includes more than 80 fish species. A given drop of water spends on average 200 years in this lake before flowing into Lake Michigan or Lake Huron. Linked by the Straits of Mackinac, these 2 lakes are technically one. To the west lies Lake Michigan, the 3rd largest of the lakes by surface area. Water slowly moves through its cul-de-sac shape and encounters the world's largest freshwater dunes, many wildlife species, and unique fossilized coral. To the east is Lake Huron, which has the longest shoreline. It's sparsely populated but heavily forested, including 7,000-year-old petrified trees. Below them, water continues to flow southeastwards, from Lake Huron into Lake Erie. This lake's status as the warmest and shallowest of the 5 has ensured an abundance of animal life, including millions of migrating birds.
Wow.
Finally, the water reaches its last stop by dramatically plunging.
I like this image here. We haven't had too much of the actual images of them, but wow, that's really beautiful actually.
Finally, the water reaches its last stop by dramatically plunging more than 50 meters down the thundering Niagara Falls into Lake Ontario.
That's cool.
The smallest lake by surface area. From there, some of this well-traveled water enters the St. Lawrence River, eventually reaching the Atlantic Ocean. In addition to being a natural wonder, the perpetually flowing Great Lakes bring us multiple benefits. They provide natural water filtration, flood control, and nutrient cycling. By moving water across more than 3,200 kilometers, the Great Lakes also provide drinking water for upward of 40 million people and 212 billion liters a day for the industries and farms that line their banks. But our dependence on the system...
See, that's like when it comes to the farms and all that, how it keeps the system running. So it just shows you how important these lakes are, and I think they are justifying the name of being great. Yeah, maybe even more than just great. I'm not sure what the levels of good then great and what's next, but yeah, I think they serve a good importance. Just for the they'll be good to visit and all that, but then in the running of the country, they're quite important too.
Liters a day for the industries and farms that line their banks.
Like the industries
but our
and all
dependence
that.
on the system is having a range of negative impacts too.
Ooh.
The Great Lakes coastal habitats are being degraded and increasingly populated, exposing the once pristine waters to industrial, urban, and agricultural pollutants. Because less than 1% of the water leaves the lake system annually, decades-old pollutants still lurk in its waters. Humans have also inadvertently introduced more than 100 non-native and invasive species into the lakes, such as zebra and quagga mussels, and sea lampreys that have decimated some indigenous fish populations. On a larger scale, climate change is causing the waters to warm, thus reducing water levels and changing the distribution of aquatic life.
That's without getting too much into that. Climate change is definitely real.
Thus reducing water levels and changing the distribution of aquatic life. Luckily, in recent years, governments have started to recognize the immense value of this natural resource. Partnerships between the United States and Canada are underway to reduce pollution, protect coastal...
And I think I said before, I said country, but obviously it's North America, so it's mixed with Canada and US.
Partnerships between the United States and Canada are underway to reduce pollution, protect coastal habitats, and halt the spread of invasive species.
Yeah.
Protecting something as massive as the Great Lakes system will require the collaboration of many organizations, but the effort is critical if we can preserve the wonder of this flowing inland sea.
Oh, wow, that was really nice. Okay, so this lesson was, but the narration was, it was one person, Juliana, so shout out to her. Shout out to everyone involved, the music by Carlos and Ted on the animation. Yeah, I like the Ted brand. I didn't know they actually had like an education type channel, so I might need to go through and if they have got more American, United States specific ones to fit the theme for my channel, learning more about America. But if they have got any other interesting videos, I'll definitely check them out. But I'm going to leave this one there. And the Great Lakes, I think one of the things I picked out from it, I think that one's a perfect, the handshake there. I think they serve a really important purpose, and like I said before, not just the running of a country in between from Canada to the United States. The lakes come with a lot of importance in terms of that. They can serve a purpose for the running. What was it like the industries, the farms? It just like so everything runs perfectly. Farming is really important. But they're really beautiful as well. Where were we before? Just pointing all them out. Yeah, I always like the waterfall types. What that one said, Niagara Falls. I heard of. Oh, see, there's people. If you look intensely, over to the left, there's people there sightseeing. So that was the comparison. What I was saying, like with how it's helpful for the industries and all that. It's more than just sightseeing. It's how it is important for those industries and farms. But I think especially Niagara Falls, I heard of that probably the most, funnily enough. Not funnily, it's maybe expected, I'm not sure. But I see it as more like a sightseeing type thing, like there is people over to the left. But if you have got more information about these lakes, because again, this is still relatively a short video, but I think it was, yeah, pretty informative. Let me know anything more about them or any other videos you would like me to react to and see and learn about. Everything like that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my reaction. As I said, if you got any additional information, get up in the comment section, subscribe so you can see my upcoming and previous videos. I'll see you in the next one.